Hello scholars, it's Miss Dunn-Taylor. I'm creating this video because I noticed that a few students have submitted their work on Google Classroom, and I had to give a lot of feedback to students because they were missing a lot of pieces. So I'm doing this video to give you an exemplar of how all of your work should be completed and submitted. So we know we always start with reading our learning target 2 times and annotating it. Here's an example of an annotated learning target. This is actually your first lesson that you'll have to complete. Okay? Okay. Then you'll watch a video. From that video, you're going to write down 3 things you notice and you wonder. You can use a T-chart, or you could just write down 3 points. There are some students that just wrote down 3 points of what they noticed, 3 points of what they wondered, not in a T-chart form, but it was just written out and I was able to see it. That's fine. It's up to you as long as you have 3 noticings, 3 wonderings. Okay? Then you'll be given a word problem. So this is the word problem that you were given for the first lesson. As you can see, you have explicit instructions. Write down the word problem, S and O it. See? S and O. The problem. Show your work. Here's the work that I showed. 2 different strategies. You don't have to do 2 different strategies. I was just showing 2 different strategies. Okay? You can also see how I annotated the word problem. This is a rate. I know when I'm doing rates, I think about division. Okay? Then you have to answer the question. Down here, I answered the question. I did not elaborate because that is for you to complete. Now, for those students that might be struggling on organization or with organization, I provided a scaffold. Here's your scaffold. And basically, it's helping you break down the problem. What is being compared? What strategy could I use? And be specific. The students that submitted their work so far, they were not specific with the strategy. Be specific. I had people just write multiplication and division. How are you going to use multiplication? How are you going to divide? If you're using division, you should be labeling your work. If you're using a visual, make sure you label. If you use the proportion strategy, make sure you label as well. And then your race method is a way to help you with your explanation. Okay? I need to see all of these pieces in order for you to get the full credit. Then you're given an exit ticket. Your exit ticket is just like we do it in class. If it's multiple choice, which every exit ticket will be multiple choice, you must use the full process of elimination. Like I have here, S and O the problem. I have my problem annotated. It also says eliminate 1 answer. I eliminated 1 answer. It says to explain why that answer is incorrect. As you can see, I explained why that answer would be incorrect. It says to show your work. As you can see, I showed my work. I did not give the answers because that's what you're supposed to do. But I showed 2 different strategies. As you can see, the division strategy with labels. The proportion strategy with labels. Okay? So I'm going to show you again how that should look. I'm also sending this video to parents so that when you're checking your students' work, you can compare it to how my work looks here on this exemplar, or in this exemplar video, I should say. Okay? Success criteria. We do this every class. Write at least 2 statements expressing what you learned. Be very detailed. And you can use the learning target to help you, but you're not rewriting the learning target. We know that. 2 statements. I had a lot of students send me 1 statement. If you only send 1 statement, you will not get full credit. Okay? And then end with the grade and rubric / policy. What you should do is go through and make sure you've done each thing. Put a check next to it. Did I annotate? Yes. So I get the 10 points. Did I write down the notes for the videos? Check. Did I answer the word problem? Check. Did I do my exit ticket? Check. Did I do my success criteria? 10 points per statement, which is the 2 statements. And that's how you ensure that you've done everything you were supposed to do for your math work. Okay? You know, if you have any questions, just write me on Google Classroom. I have been getting back to students right away because it comes to my phone. So again, any questions, let me know. And you will be able to revise. I will be sending feedback directly to individual students and letting them know what they can do to increase their grade. Remember, these grades will be going in for the second marking period. Second term, second marking period. So please make sure that you are working to your best ability. We know you cannot grow without a little struggle. Also, I want you to remember that you are worthy and you are enough. Show and prove, guys. All right? Peace and love from Miss Dunn-Taylor.